You know the feeling. I'm sure you've had it before. I know I've had it 1,000 times myself. You're sitting there, somebody said something to you, you're trying to compose yourself because you're going to go confront that person or people, right? And you're asking your higher power, you're asking whoever, whatever your God is, you're asking that entity, please grant me the strength, speak through me, calm me, still my nerves. May I be composed when I go in there to confront that person, people, group, boss, whoever it might be, somebody who gave you a dirty look, or you could hear them whispering about you at the front desk of the hotel or whatever. And you need to go deal with that situation. But you know you don't want to do it because you're conflict avoidant. I am. And even though you can say, please grant me the deep breaths, grant me peace, still my nerves, and may I be relaxed when I go to talk to these people and deal with this directly, when you actually go to deal with that situation, the first few words look great, sound great, and then you can feel everything just constricts inside you, and you're stiff, you're jittery, you feel like you're in fight mode, adrenaline surging, and your voice is cracking, and you do not look composed or refined at all. You look like you're about to lose your shit. That's at least what happens to me when I go into dealing with conflict or confronting others directly. It is a very, very awkward situation for both parties, for all parties involved, because we live in a world, especially in American society, but I'm not in America at this stage, at this point, but in Asian culture, this is a very indirect culture. People don't generally deal with conflict either. In America, people might do it more so, but there's a lot of that little secret whispers, passive aggressive type comments where somebody's stabbing you in the back while making it look like a joke. There's a lot of really nasty strategies that go on in America for this type of behavior, and it's very hard to call someone out on it because they'll gaslight you, or they'll say, "No, I wasn't doing that," or they'll lie, manipulate, deceive, and it's tough to be able to try to deal with this directly when that's going on. Now in Asia, they don't necessarily try to lie exactly the same way an American will if you call them out or catch them in the act. But they will avoid it also. They'll make an excuse like if you say, "Well, this person was give me a bad attitude. I need to go deal with that directly." That's exactly what happened with me here. I'm in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I'm at this hotel, and I've been here before. And last time I was here, I had a great experience. But this time, yesterday, I just got here, and I asked for another room, and I got a really bad attitude, snotty attitude, from one of the girls at the front desk. And I didn't know why. I don't know what I did or what happened. But when I went downstairs this morning, I tried to be chipper and happy and kind. Hello, good morning. And I thought they would reciprocate that. But still, the bad attitude was hanging on, was lingering from them, and then even from another one of the staff members there. It was this kind of a passive aggressive, kind of uh, fake, nice kind of approach to giving me the bad attitude, you know. So I was eating breakfast, and all I could think about while I was eating breakfast was, I've got to confront them over this. This is a slight. This is disrespectful, and I'm conflict avoidant. So I just want to avoid the conflict altogether and just ignore them or not deal with it, and then let that fester inside and feel like I'm not standing up for my parts, my inner children, protecting them, soothing them, showing them that they do deserve respect, and it's up to us to make sure that is known. You will respect me. And this is tricky because you're going to have a lot of different ideas on conflict. Avoid conflict. Well, if you're conflict avoidant, you shouldn't be avoiding conflict. But if you're someone who naturally is always confronting people over things, well, yeah, you might want to step back and say, okay, I mean, I probably need to not confront this person or engage in conflict this time. Let's just step back. I think I'm mostly conflict avoidant because when I do engage in conflict, it unnerves me, and then I'm worried the whole day. Well, is that gonna are those there gonna be consequences to dealing or to confronting these people? Are they gonna try to get me back? They're gonna exact revenge? Are they gonna get others to not like me? And then I've got the whole army, the whole team, the whole staff against me because I stood up for myself. These are really risky moves for me, and so I have to try hard to balance it. And I did today. I went down and I talked to them, and I found myself not breathing. And when I was going through it, I had to pause, look over, and realize I was getting triggered. I was getting into that fight or flight mode, stiffening up, voice wavering, cracking, feeling uncomfortable, feeling like I was shaky, I was jittery. This is wow, it's going to take some real practice, but I wanted to just share that with you because some of you may be in the situation also where you're terrified of conflict. You don't know how to deal with it. I can tell you from my experience, the more you do it, the better it is. Don't avoid it, don't put it off. Take a moment, run it by people. What I did is I tried to run it by others. Nobody was available to talk to me, but you might try to seek counsel and run it by someone else and say, hey, look, I'm about to do this. What do you think? Does that sound like a good advice or a good way to confront this person? um, it takes practice, man. Guys, everybody, it takes practice. So you want to do it in as kind and loving of a way as possible without creating more problems. And look, let's be honest, when you confront people, they're not going to like it. Okay? So sometimes you may come out of that situation with everybody smiling and yeah, you're right. Let's put this beef aside, and sometimes they're going to come out of it like, huh? They're going to cock their heads sideways like, what is he talking about? Because you perceived a slight, you were disrespected, but it didn't disturb them that much. Yeah, because they weren't on the receiving end of it. See, they were giving you the disrespect, but you were still nice and respectful to them. So yeah, they didn't feel what you felt. So they're not going to fully understand how that affected you. And I'm super sensitive as it is. I'm an adult child. I'm a codependent. So when people pleaser, when people don't like me or I think they don't like me, that bugs me. So there's a fine line here because I am a people pleaser, I'm codependent, and I'm working on that. And so if I avoid the conflict, it's like, and I still try to be nice, even though they're being mean to me. That's people pleasing. So you've got to go in, you've got to approach, you've got to confront them, you've got to deal with the conflict directly. It's not easy, guys. I know. But take a moment, talk to yourself, breathe in, out through the mouth, out through the nose, however you want to do it. I find in through the nose, out through the mouth helps. Pray if you've got a higher power, whatever you're talking to. Pray, go to your HP, seek counsel. So breathe, pray, seek counsel, ask others what you think, and then just prepare yourself and go in and just do it. The best thing you can probably do is just go in and get it over with, get it started, and be like, you know what? Even if it turns out bad and everybody hates me after this, I stood up for myself. You stood up for your parts. You set a boundary, and if they don't like it, that's their problem. Now you got to pick your battles. If it's somebody on the street never going to see again, maybe you can avoid and just pick your battles. You can avoid that one. But that's all I've got for you today, guys. Until next time, all the best and keep on a good fight.